John Borland. The briefing was called because the Ministry of National Security deemed it necessary. The Commandant's presentation was concise, starting off with the reason the contract could have been offered to a Guatemalan company without eyebrows being raised.
At the time the contract was awarded under the Status of Forces Agreement of 2007, where there was an agreement that the U.S. government could use any contractor that qualifies, and that usually meant to the lowest bidder, all parties, including Belize, did not object to this policy. By this time, we had recently entered into the second round of confidence-building measures, which were designed to reach an equitable and peaceful solution of the territorial referendum between Belize and Guatemala that would be general, definitive, honorable, and permanent on the land, insular, and maritime issues. It also had as an objective the treatment of economic, commercial, tourism, cooperation, integration, and other transitory measures of good neighborliness. It was against this backdrop that no one offered any objections to the contract being awarded to the Guatemalan company BNARC, an international company that works in various countries and has done similar projects in the region.
While opinions have varied on the issue of whether there was a breach of national security or a potential threat to our national security, Borland explained that the company was only involved in the construction of the physical structure. He claims that there are 4 factors which constitute that sort of threat: espionage, sabotage, subversion, and terrorism, and none of those factors were present.
Espionage could not be achieved as they would not be involved with any of the systems that constitute the operational capabilities of this forward operating base. They would not be involved in the communications, surveillance, weaponry, or security mechanisms of this outpost. As for sabotage, this could not be, as the monitoring and quality control system of the Army Corps of Engineers that inspect the building at the end of every phase of construction and at the end of each month would easily identify anything that would compromise the structural integrity of the building. This would also take care of the planting of any listening or bugging devices that may be used. Note also that an Army Corps of Engineers personnel is permanently attached to the project. Subversion, on the other hand, could not be achieved as the integrity of our forces and civilian leadership remain uncompromised. Threats from direct attack or terrorism could not be associated with the project as the company is vetted and they in turn vet their workers.
Threat or not, there's no ignoring the public outcry or the fact that the Prime Minister himself has condemned it. So the Coast Guard met with their U.S. partners on Friday and presented a list of requests for future reference. Until there is agreement on these items, the work on Hunting Caye is effectively halted.
No future contracts will be awarded to Guatemalan companies or contractors. No foreign labor will be allowed to work on Government of Belize projects without the requisite security clearances and work permits. All foreign workers will enter Belize legally and are documented for accountability and immigration purpose. All contracts will employ Belizean workers in accordance with the labor laws and directives of the Labor Commissioner. The Ministry of National Security will receive copies of all future contracts to Belizean or foreign contractors. The Ministry of National Security will maintain oversight of all projects and workers to ensure compliance with security and accountability arrangements. All projects will continue to be in accordance with the Ministry of Works, Central Building Authority, and the Department of Environment regulations.
The Coast Guard has also requested that the Guatemalan firm BNARC subcontract a Belizean contractor to conclude the remainder of the work. The company has agreed. All that is left is for the Army Corps of Engineers to approve the list of requests and hopefully give the final nod. Mike Rodon for News